Mhm. All right, you all. I have seen the Color Purple musical, and I'm going to give you my review after the 30. I am What's up, you all? What is up? I hope everybody is doing well. Merry Christmas. What's up, Ball to you, Catherine Powell, Janice Johnson, CDP. I hope you all are doing well. Look, somebody sent me an email talking about something. This is Kwani bathroom, and this is her camera slip. I don't have nothing to say. I don't have nothing to say. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on this Christmas day. God, yes, ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. It's not about Juana's hair or her bathroom. It's about tidings of comfort and joy. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all messy. On Christmas, y'all messy. Mm. Oh my goodness. Baby, this iced tea, this snapper iced tea, this Dodge snapper iced tea is everything. Mm. I'm gonna get in my review of this Color Purple musical. So let me go ahead and get in. I ain't gonna give no spoilers. It's a few things that's different in this Color Purple. I think if somebody didn't have the vocal chops, but anyway, we're gonna get on into it. Um what can I say? I can't even call it a Kelly Price remake of As We Lay, because Kelly Price had her good points, and I like her As We Lay. I just happen to like Shirley Murdoch's a little bit better. So, y'all, this Color Purple, it was it was like they were going through the motions. Um, Let me say the breakout star was Miss Sophia Danielle. Danielle had a memorable part. Danielle was giving me real serious acting, and it's very ironic that it's Oprah's part. So she was good, right? Taraji P Henson, she was I. She was I. Fantasia was I. She was I. Mister was terrible. I didn't like that Mister at all. Danny Glover is the Mister. Okay. Now I know he may have played his daddy, but baby, Danny Glover was the real Mister. And this Hoppo was too cute. This Hoppo was too cute. And I didn't like Squeak. Okay. I like Ray Dawn Chong, whatever her name is. Um, no, St. James. It was good for what it was. It will never be the Color Purple. It was a Color Purple musical. I'm just telling you. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I want y'all to go see it. It was okay. It was all right. It was all right. It was all right. It was all right. It ain't nothing like the original. It ain't nothing like the original. Okay, it ain't nothing like the original. Baby, when Suge Avery was marching down that little muddy riverbank to, oh Lord Jesus, it was turching, okay, and it was alright. It was all right. And let me say this too, St. James. I really felt when Whoopi Goldberg was playing Celie and she met her children, that man said, Mama, Mama Celie. Okay, I felt that. I felt that. Okay, I felt that. I mean, I felt that. I felt that right there. I felt that. And then it was missing all of the elements like the color purple. And I just think they should have, y'all gotta see, because I don't want it, I don't want to ruin it. But it was like Mister's part was just, it was like, it was okay, y'all. Let me say this. It was good, but I was expecting more. I was expecting more. And my thing is, that first color purple was everything. I know. And if that's what the play was given, it was cute. The movie was everything. I know it was based on the play St. James, but they done brought it to the they done brought it to the movie. I'm sorry, St. James. We just don't agree. I mean, the singing was okay and everything, but it was all right. It was not believable to me. You know what I'm saying? It was something about that acting. Okay, that lady who played Suge, I believed her. I believe she was Suge. I believe she was Suge. Okay, ooh, I believe she was Suge. Baby, all I saw was Cookie Line singing. I don't know. I just didn't feel it. They just didn't convince me. They just didn't convince me, St. James. I was not convinced. And let me say this, I'm not saying it was bad. It was just not what I was expecting. That's all. Jay Will, speaking of colored babies, please don't ask about Kwani hair. Okay? Please don't. Please don't. It's about the color purple tonight, not the color blonde. Okay, it's the color purple, not the color blonde. All right, it's the color purple. Y'all, let me say, um, I know it's a musical. I know it's a musical. I'm gonna say who I felt did a good job. Danielle was giving me what I needed. The Miss Sophia character, she was giving me what I needed. Now, if everybody was on that level, I would have been all right. But Danielle, to me, was the real breakout star. Now, Taraji P. Henson did a good job acting, don't get me wrong. But that Danielle was the breakout. I wish everybody would have given me a Danielle performance. Let me tell you something. I know it's based on that play, but baby, Mr. Daddy, when he said Mary Magdalene, who gives a damn? Baby, I'm telling you, that old man for the first color purple gave me life. Baby, ooh, but see, I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I did not get that. I'm sorry. Danielle was probably the best thing that happened. That first part, I almost went to sleep on. I was like, okay, when we gonna get to the people? Because that first part, I almost went to sleep. I ain't gonna lie, I almost went to sleep. Okay, I almost went to sleep. Let me say the only other remake that I think that was a good remake, and I'm not gonna lie, was Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls was everything. Jennifer Hudson sang that Jennifer Holiday thing. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So I can watch Dreamgirls the play and Dreamgirls the movie because they're both good, and I love that movie. But I can't say the same for The Color Purple. I will not watch this one over and over again. I will watch the old one over and over again. What's up, Ty Taylor? So St. James, I don't want to take away from you. And if you like the St. James, God bless his heart. I think there's mixed reviews for all of these remakes. And Whoopi Goldberg was in it. She was the lady who helped deliver the baby. I can't even think of the name right now. Oh, I can't think of the name right now. Oh my God, the midwife. So Whoopi Goldberg was the midwife, and so that's what she had in it. And to be honest and truthful, Oprah, you should have had Whoopi Goldberg out there trying to sell this. Because it was okay. It was okay. And I don't blame Whoopi. You know what? I believe if Whoopi had some cinematic direction up in here, it would have been a little different. But it was okay, y'all. And I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it was there. It was just there. Baby, that first Color Purple had you crying. Mama, mama, silly. Mama, mama. Oh, and then they was playing patty cake. And when I tell you Whoopi Goldberg ran like somebody grandmama, baby, I believed her. She looked like she had went to the grocery store before. And baby, she went, what's up, Vita? And she ran out there. Ooh, it was believable. It was believable. And how she got kicked out the house. I know it's the musical, but it just didn't do nothing for me. It just didn't do nothing for me, y'all. It just didn't do nothing for me. And the thing is, hey, Vita, they had an all-star cast and it didn't do nothing for me. That man who played the daddy, I know that was Danny Glover. He played Mister. But baby, nobody ain't gonna take the place of that man who played Mister's daddy. Oh no, I know he dead in his grave right now, but ooh, that man said Mary Agnes and Mary Magdalene, who gives a damn? Ooh, that thing had me rolling. I didn't get that. And the only part that I think got transformed is Miss Sophia part. I mean, Harpo was too cute, and he wasn't Harpo. He wasn't Harpo. He wasn't Harpo at all. Fantasia could sing. She could sing and stuff, but she was alright. Her acting was alright. She alright. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she wasn't bad, she wasn't good, but Taraji did give me Suge Avery, but that Suge Avery they had was no joke either. So it was different. And then David Allen Greer was the daddy. He was the preacher girl. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. And all I could think of when I saw David Allen Greer was Reverend Lonnie Love on Martin. Don't be fighting in the Lord's house up in here. He said, I got a feeling everything gonna be all right. Oh, that's the only thing I could think of when I saw David Allen Greer as the pastor. All I thought was Reverend Lonnie Love on Martin. Baby, I'm like, is this Reverend Lonnie Love? Yeah. Oh my God. Ooh, they got the right one. Okay. I'm like, they got Reverend Lonnie Love up here. Do you think that the promo for the movie is first the actors complaining about the pay? I don't know, y'all. Relaxing until I fall asleep. Okay, Vita. Vita, I went to go see The Color Purple. And girl, it was okay. It was okay. I wouldn't go see it again. It was okay. I ain't trying to spoil it for nobody. It was good. I'm glad I went to see it in person. But and it was based on the play, the musical. But baby, I like look. I like the movie better. So anyway, it's ironic though that Oprah's part was like best person. I'm telling you, that girl played that part. She played that Miss Sophia. That's the only standout piece of the whole movie was her. What's up, Lady Temples? It was not terrible, but it was not great. The best part of that movie was the Miss Sophia part. I didn't even feel it when she was giving the curse. Honey, when Celie got up in there and did that curse, I felt that thing in the spirit. Okay. It seemed like Whoopi Goldberg had went through some things. She said, I may be ugly, I may be black, but she said, I'm here. Okay. And I felt that. I didn't feel it with Fantasia. Okay. I didn't feel it with Fantasia. It was not giving me feelings. And it was just like, it was like they was just going through the motions. It was like they were just going through the motions, and I didn't really feel it. I really didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. Child, I saw Kwani's camera slip, but this is the color purple, not the color blonde. It's not the color blonde. Y'all, okay, she doesn't have a camera slip. Okay. Y'all so y'all so messy on Christmas. Y'all so messy on Christmas. Okay, y'all really messy on Christmas. Ooh, y'all trying to talk about that lady in her camera slip. I saw Kwani. I saw her. Everybody got one of them days. Everybody done had a camera slip or two. Ain't that right? Okay. Everybody done had a camera slip. You know what though, y'all? Let me say this. No, I don't think they were feeling it either, to be honest. I don't think they was feeling it either. Is this Lady Dimples?
It's me. Merry Christmas, Pastor.
Hey, Lady Dimples, how you doing?
All righty. So you didn't like the movie?
It was okay, Lady Dimples. I wasn't ecstatic about it. It was neither good, it was neither bad. It was right in the middle. It was nothing like the first Color Purple. It wasn't.
Okay. So what did Ricky Dillard do in the movie? Because I saw him post a clip, a picture on
If
set.
he did something, I didn't see
He
him.
wasn't noticeable. I was wondering if he was a because they had him on this old nasty lace front wig, honey. You got to go on his IG and see it, honey. That
Oh
was
Lord.
fun to see. Well, how about Tamla Mann? Was she just in the
Pamela
cute?
Man was mean as hell. They didn't give her a good part either.
What?
When Suge Avery was trying to talk to her dad, and she said, "Move along. This is not the place or the time." So they didn't put her in a good light. I mean, it was okay. Lady Dimples, it was okay. I
It was.
mean, it was some good singing, but yeah, it
Was
was
it
all
too
right.
much singing? How's the story? Because I hate musicals. I
It's
hate
it's a musical. It's a musical.
a
It's a
musical. Oh,
musical.
I hate musicals.
It's
And
a musical.
the
Ricky
one.
was playing the piano in the beginning. Okay, then. Okay, that's what
Oh,
he was
okay, okay,
doing.
okay. So it wasn't there. So how about my two favorite scenes? Did they? I want to see if they did it because I know it's based off the Broadway play. Matt, but did they do this scene where they was at the funeral and they asked how he died?
Nope, they didn't do that. I can't tell you
Ah,
how, but what happened was everybody was at the funeral, which was
okay,
interesting. Everybody was at the funeral, and so you got to see they changed a few things.
okay.
They
But
changed a few things.
okay. And how about my favorite, the last scene when she went to church because it reminds me of myself. With
That
was
they
it Sugar
even
Avery?
changed that,
They
girl. They
didn't do
even
that.
changed that, child. They changed that, and
What?
and, and let me tell you something. When I tell you David Allen Greer looked like Lonnie Love, Reverend Lonnie Love, I couldn't. It was okay. Now St. James, he loved it, it was okay to me. It was okay. It was okay to
I
me.
ain't rushing. They've been selling out. I want to
Now I
support.
got a question for you, Lady
Yeah, because I
Temples.
got a question for you.
Now I
Yes,
got a
sir.
question for you. I'm gonna tell you what I didn't appreciate what you said about Uncle Clyde. Now I don't know what you got against Uncle
I
Clyde.
didn't say anything
No, no,
about
no, no, no.
Uncle
I heard it.
Clyde.
I heard it. I heard it. Now let me say this. I heard it because I was sitting there listening. And I'm just very surprised at you because
What
again,
did I
now
say? What was the part that you
it's
didn't
the
like?
church folk that get me.
What was the
My
part
thing
that you
is
didn't like?
this.
Because I
This is the thing. Don't try to put and attribute people to me. Anybody who comes out of the ride or lives, they're independent. I don't control people. Again, the person who you were talking to were controlling people and doing all of that culture
You
stuff,
ain't gotta
not
call my
me.
mama VS like that, honey.
I'm just no, no. I
She
know.
ran a tight ship.
I'm being real. That's
I
cult
wasn't
shit.
being
That is
messy.
cult shit.
I was being
That's
messy,
the stuff
Pastor.
that people
I don't
do.
have nothing against Uncle
Okay,
Claude.
well, I
I
don't know
miss
because
seeing
but
him.
you all did
But
that,
what
and
part did you think I
I
said?
didn't appreciate that because
Well,
I
what
know how
part
you
did
all
you
try
not
to shape
appreciate?
stuff.
What part
I
did you
know,
not
no.
appreciate?
Listen to me. I know how you shape stuff, and I think it's really
Hmm.
interesting. And again, because I am cool, I allow you to come on the platform and we have these conversations. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit here and not say anything because I
Well,
sat
I
there and listened.
appreciate it.
And I'm like, are these people trying to shape and run a narrative?
I was spinning a narrative, but it wasn't towards Claude. It was
Oh,
towards
okay.
Olivia. It wasn't. It was shade
Okay,
towards
because I
Olivia.
heard a lot of stuff, and I'm like,
But I'm
and my
asking you
thing is,
specifically, what was the part that really
let me say
triggered
this,
you or rubbed you
I
wrong?
said this, I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know Olivia's rules or regulations and stuff,
Hmm.
but it almost sounded like people were trying to get me to go at Olivia. And I don't give a damn because
Oh,
again, whether Clyde was modding,
nobody.
Ron P is a
Ain't no.
mod of mine,
Ain't
and
nobody
Ron P goes
worried
where he
about
want to
her.
go.
Ain't
Okay, I
nobody
just
worried
wanted to
about
make sure because it
her.
sounds really messy, and I just really
Well,
wanted
it was
to.
messy. It was intended to be messy, but it was just.
Okay,
I don't know Claude.
I just really wanted to have
Claude
a
ain't never had anything,
conversation
but it was
around that.
shade towards. It was shade towards Olivia. It wasn't
Okay,
shade towards
all right.
you.
I
But
was
I
just really
appreciate
wondering
you
about that because I
bringing
heard a
that
lot of
up
stuff,
with
and
me.
I'm like, this sounds really. And I'm like, Claude comes over. Claude ain't never kissed my tail. I gave
Well,
Claude
I
the
didn't
mouth.
say that.
I
It,
understand, but you in the amen corner, and I'm just
well,
like,
yeah. Well. Let's deal with the facts. I like dealing with
hold on
facts.
for a minute. I gave him the mod stick. He never
Hmm.
asked me for it. I
Well,
gave
he
it to him.
didn't decline it and tell you to take it away. And
But
let's deal with
why
the
would
facts.
he? Why would he if he's been over
Because
and been joining the program?
many people have done that. But the fact is, Olivia's modded him. Now we can speculate and spin narratives, which I
Okay.
did, on why,
Well,
but
well,
that's the fact,
yeah,
right?
okay. I'm just wondering because I don't have
Here's
a
a
problem with
fact
these
that
folks.
God and Christ are one.
Okay.
There shall be light in the evening time.
Oh Lord, you got that shaky
Where
voice like Squint.
glory you will surely find through the waterway. I
hmm
forgot that
I'm
part.
just saying. I'm just saying. It's the
But thank you
Christmas.
for bringing. But
No,
I
no, no.
came.
I just wanted to make sure because again, he's a cool guy. He's never caused
Okay.
any issue, and I'm just
No,
like,
no.
why all
But
of
I
this
didn't
foolishness?
shade him. I didn't even shade him. If that was what
Okay,
you see, but no, I was being messy. I don't know the original relationship.
okay.
Just the fact is, and you know how you're a content creator. You'll put a spin on something. You'll take one
hmm
little point and spin it. So that's what it was.
I
I was
don't
just being
spin it.
a little messy.
I have a reason to do, but I don't try to spin nothing. I just tell it like I'm having a conversation with you. I just heard it, and I'm like, "Ooh, this seems really." And so I said, "Well, let's have a conversation about that." But like I said, I don't know Olivia's rules, and if she does it, and like I told the people in my chat, if it means that Uncle Claude and Olivia can get back together, I will release him and not have a problem with him today. I wouldn't have a problem with him at all. I mean, because I don't come out to really start contention and strife and friction. That's not my job. So I'm just, Anyway, the people say you got a tambourine. So anyway, they trying to get me to be messy about Kwani's camera slip, but it seems like a lot of people have had camera slips in their day. So I'm not gonna go there today, not for Christmas. So what did you do for Christmas? Did you get anything special? Lady Dimples? Old child, Lady Dimples gone. Lady Dimples is gone. Anyway, y'all, I just had to just ask that question because it seemed like people was being very messy. Anyway, moving right along. Y'all, like I said, I went to go see The Color Purple. It maybe because it showed Kwani's blonde hair, but it was no joke. It was what it was. What's up, Lady Dimples? You back?
Passer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened. I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
From that live. I don't know if you heard that part. Now I'm being accused of being a liar, and during DC Gate, you um you and Deshaun to talk, but do you recall Deshaun? I don't know if he directly or indirectly, but he had made some accusations that VS had called his job or might have notified him, something like that, or caused some type of trouble. And that was one of the reasons why he ended up having to move or get another job. Do you recall that situation?
I don't. He's never talked to me about that, but I did tell him that you need to be very careful because everybody ain't your friend on these YouTube
Well,
streets.
I know I ain't make that situation up. That wasn't
No,
there
I'm just
on
saying because people
on
tried to
one of them
spin it.
old
People was
videos.
trying to spin it like he was because he was my moderator and he was so worried about me. He shouldn't have been. I was more worried about him
And he didn't
because
want to be
again,
recorded when they was in the pool and stuff. And I think
well,
Wally or
yeah,
someone
it
did.
had nothing to do with me because I'm not in DC. I was never in DC. So sometimes you really try to tell people stuff and they
That
don't
video
listen.
is going, and I know I didn't make this up. Now I know I get drunk, but I know I didn't make that up. Someone in the chat they could vouch because I know I didn't make that situation up.
Well, I don't
He
know.
had did
Like
it.
I
It
said,
was like,
I don't know if anybody call. At the end of the day, I really I really started dropping from folk because I'm like, you know what? You know you just you know when you care too much and folk don't, you just step back. And
mm,
I'm to the point where the OGs always get accused of trying to control people, and it's not the OGs trying to control people, but people can see farther down the line, or they can see mess of brewing, and they don't want you to be involved in it because they know it could really cause some damage down the line. But hey, no harm, no foul. So that's it. That's all I got to say. But I don't really know about that. I don't.
uh,
I just told him, hey, I don't think it's a good idea. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But I don't think it's a good idea. But hey, it is what it is.
and,
Hey, Christopher
and that
W.
aged well, didn't it, Pastor?
Well, like I said, you can kind of foresee things, but people are grown and they gotta live and learn, and it is what it is. I yeah, that's all I can say about that.
Did you
Uh,
cook today, Pastor? We didn't get no nasty pictures from you. You usually bless
well,
us with
no, 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 no,
pictures.
no. I
This
don't. I
what?
don't. I
What's
don't.
going on?
I don't think that's anybody's business anymore. You live and learn as you are on YouTube. And
Okay.
so I was taken out to dinner, which was very nice.
Hmm.
And I went to see The Color Purple. And we exchanged gifts, and that's all. And that doesn't need to be seen by everybody. I think I did a Christmas thing where I sang a few hymns and songs, and
Uh-huh.
that's what I gave to people.
Now I've never heard. Now there's people saying that you played the organ or played the organ or whatever. I've never heard you play. Maybe this was your earlier days.
Yeah, in my
I want to
earlier
hear
I actually played. So actually I used to come on with the keyboard and play, but you can't do that stuff on YouTube these days. And I just don't give a lot anymore because people do too much. And so, yeah, they do too
that.
much,
Uh-huh.
lady dimples. But no, so no,
Oh,
I
I
didn't
do too
cook. I don't
much.
share that stuff anymore. But my thing is how was your Christmas? What did you do?
Child, let me tell you, Pastor. I got drunk. I mean sloppy drunk last night, Pastor. And I called myself making a jungle juice. So I had frozen berries and I mixed Moscato and sangria and this 99 proof flavored vodka, and I must have just been sipping and sipping. I got so drunk, I woke up this morning with throw up all on my couch. I don't even remember throwing up.
Jesus is the
Somehow I
reason
got
for
that.
the season.
And what make it worse, Pastor? Guess what time I woke up this morning? I
What
mean,
time?
today, not this morning. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock this
Now,
evening.
this evening, I thought it was the morning because I had blackout curtains because I can't.
Baby,
I
she was
can't.
drunk in the little spirit, honey, not the capital S, honey. She
I
was drunk in the
got
little S.
sloppy drunk. And what happens with me, if y'all don't know my thing, I get anxiety because my family wanted me to come home. I didn't want to go home. And I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna go home, go home. But baby, something in my mind just decided to get sloppy drunk. And I can't believe I slept all day. And I had planned on cooking. I was at with the market because I got sick on Thanksgiving. So I didn't get to cook on Thanksgiving. I got me a little turkey for $5 at BJ's. That's the store.
I know what BJ's is,
I
not
put
blowjob. I do know what BJ's is.
okay, I just need to
BJ's is like
clarify.
Sam's and
And
Costco. I
and,
know what
and I
BJ's
want to
is.
make my turkey and I want to make up for Christmas because usually Christmas I do surf and turf but I was like no, I just got back from New York. So anyway, baby, yeah, I got sloppy drunk. So
Well, your family wanted you to come. Why was there anxiety if they wanted you to come? Why didn't you just go home?
I don't like it's just a whole process, and I don't feel like dealing with them.
Oh Lord.
All that stuff. So anyway, I didn't mean to get drunk like that until I slept till 5 o'clock. I mean sloppy. I don't even know how I threw up over. Oh my God, it was just man.
Oh,
I
Jesus
mean, I
Lord.
got a real problem, Pastor. I'm pray for me, please.
Well, look,
That's
look,
terrible.
look.
How you get drunk like that and don't remember?
99 proof in a jungle juice.
Ooh,
That's how you get drunk.
and now I feel a
Did you
little better
drink to
than
forget? I mean, did you just make the jungle juice because you thought you was gonna take a few sips of it and
I
that was
don't
gonna
know.
be it?
Pastor, I don't know. Something in my mind. I don't know what I did. I don't. I don't.
Well, was your family inviting you to home was giving you anxiety and you felt like you need to drink to get, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, and I did. So, but I didn't
Mm.
mean to get drunk like that.
Now, are you from Oakland?
No, I'm from Jersey. I
Oh, okay.
don't
I
think
don't
you
know.
think.
I didn't know why I thought you was from California.
Oh God, no! I wish I was foot
Girl, you from
features and all
Jersey?
that. Yeah, it's Jersey. Yeah, I would now. Pastor, next time you in New York, I was in New York and I seen a very good play, a Broadway play called Purely Victorious. A
Yeah,
non
I know about Pearly Victorious because
Let
that's
me
where
tell you that. Now tell me, was it an old play or a show? Because they
it's a
say it's a
very old
revival.
play. Melba Moore and what's his name? He used to play George Jefferson. Sherman Hemsley was in that.
I gotta try to watch the original. And that
Yeah, but
play
Melba
was
Moore was in the original.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my
Walk him up, walk him up the stairs. Help him out. Yeah, I remember walk him up.
well, they didn't sing anything. Well, I don't know because I was late.
Well,
Um,
if it's Pearly Victorious, they did. That's one of
they
the
did.
main songs in Pearly Victorious.
But they might. Is that like an opening? Is that a part of the
Yeah,
opening?
yeah, it's
Or
part of it.
okay, then
Mhm.
I was late because dealing with New York and traffic and
I know. Okay, then I lived in New Jersey for a little bit.
yeah, I was late. They had to usher me up to that seat. I was so embarrassed.
Okay, so I used to live in Newark.
It was oh, okay. We call it Newark.
Yeah, I live right. I could walk to New Hope Baptist Church. That's why I went to church.
Oh,
Yep,
really?
I live not too
Oh,
far
wait.
from.
Whitney Houston's church.
I could walk to New Jersey Institute of Technology. I lived in Society Hill over there.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh,
I
was
lived in
that
that
during your
part.
flight attendant days?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I always wanted to, but then I was thinking, God, I said, Lord, God, know you, I couldn't deal with that city because, oh, God, that place
Well,
is,
the city wasn't bad, and it was really taking some changes, making some changes, I mean, I thought it was very convenient. I could take the train to the Penn Station, and from the Penn
uh-huh.
Station go. I mean, and now now Newark is gonna be so regentrified, you
Oh,
ain't gonna
yeah.
know it.
Well, all that part, in Jersey, we have north, south, and central. I'm south.
Yeah,
So,
I dated somebody from Rahway.
yeah, uh-huh. And my grandfather used to work at Rahway State Prison. He was one of the guards on what was that when they did the Scares Straight when they
Oh
took the
yeah.
but yeah, anyway, that play was phenomenal. It's ending on February the 4th. But if anybody's out there, come on, support our people because it was all white people in there and
Mm.
they was laughing. A lot of the stuff it.
Yeah, I got you. Well,
But
Dimple, somebody said that that's dangerous. You throwing up and you sleeping and not knowing.
yeah, no, it is. I'm very concerned. I'm
Oh well,
very
Dimples,
concerned. Sleeping,
girl, you do what
doing
you got to
that.
do. If you concerned, you gonna get some help for that.
I am no,
You
I
gonna get some
because
help
it's
for
getting
that.
progressively worse.
But the
Because
thing is, I think it's this anxiety. Now, Dimples, I think, the family thing is getting me. Why did you have anxiety of going home? I mean, do you think was gonna hear somebody say something? What is the anxiety? Because I never feel anxiety when I go home.
so we ain't getting into that.
Are,
Mary.
are those people still fundamental apostolic and they ain't trying to
Oh,
let it go?
oh, through and through, through and through.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, the thing is, no, I'm not coming home unless, I'm not going to get all these questions and all of this stuff because I'm going to come as who I want to be. And I'm not going to have anybody to insult me. I don't need all of that extra. And if you really want me to come home, then you respect my wishes and you won't cross those boundaries. But
Uh,
you got to set
well,
those.
I that's just a battle I'm not going to do. But
Well,
yeah,
I sure tell you what, I
but at
wouldn't
least
be
I
getting
didn't get on
anxiety.
YouTube and show because typically what would happen is I get to drinking and come show my. So I did good on that.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
good,
really
Lady
show
Dimples. I think a lot of just people just concerned, and I just think that you're gonna have to come to a realization
anything.
that you're gonna have to meet people where they are and let them have the issue and not make it yours. That's all.
That is crazy. I can't believe I done told that business. Oh, I shouldn't have told it.
Well,
I'm all
no, you know
sharing.
you, but it's something that constantly gnaw at you, and I just think that yeah.
Yeah, but I was gonna go see a Color Purple. Now you try to kind of
Well,
discredit
I
it.
would, let me say this. I think everyone should see it. I will support those people. A lot of people are not going to see it because of the Oprah situation. I saw it, and again, y'all, it's not bad.
Now,
It
what
is
are
not
they
bad.
saying? Are they saying that Oprah didn't pay them right?
Well, a lot of Taraji really came on talking about the pay and how she was not almost in The Color Purple. And the body language with Oprah was really bad when they were taking those pictures. So a lot of people went back to the Monique situation and some more situations with people who work with Oprah. And a lot of people are saying that she's a gatekeeper and she's a lot of the issue. And I really think that Oprah is really an interesting person. I think that at the
You're not gonna talk.
beginning,
You know
she
that's
was,
my family, so you're not gonna talk bad.
well, no, but let me say this. I think at the beginning, Oprah was hailed as a great person, which I think she still is because of her upbringing and how she came about and conquered the talk show world. But then, people get these positions and it's almost like the oppressed are worse oppressors, you
Mm.
know. And I look at that. I look at the Diddy situation with Clive Davis. We know about Clive Davis, but it seemed like Diddy has done more than probably what Clive has done. So I think that's the biggest thing, and people are really looking at that like that. But like I said, it'll come out in the wash. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I'm
Somebody
gonna.
said I saw the movie today. The production quality was amazing. Yeah, but let me tell you what messed me up. Let me tell you what messed me up. It was just like they were just going through the motions. Me and the
You
partner
don't think
talked
they
about it.
connected to the role? Is
Yeah,
that what
I
they?
mean, I think Danielle, I think her Sophia was probably about the best part in the whole
Oh,
show.
oh, she can act. I saw her on a Broadway.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody had that Danielle type of spirit, I think it would have been really good. But she was the only believable person. The silly part when she was leaving, it was like, okay, okay. The Suge Avery part, when she went to go see her daddy, it was like, okay. It was like, okay. Um, the Danny Glover, the Mister part. I mean, he slapped around, but I really believe Danny Glover was beating the hell out of Celie. I mean, because he gave that type of feeling, and I know it's a musical, but I just didn't feel a connection. And then I think was Danny Glover the one. Did you like Halle Berry? She was all right. She was all right. I think
I don't
Halle
think she
Berry
can
played. I
act.
think she played the. No, she was okay. She was nothing like the real the Nettie. Mm-mm. It was too star studded, and sometimes it's
You ain't selling it for me, Pastor. Really?
no. It was okay. It was okay.
Even the music wasn't on captivating
It
enough?
was all right. It was all right. Fantasia. Let me tell you, I think that's what the thing is. Everybody banks on the singing to carry the play
Yeah.
across, and
Hmm.
it didn't. It didn't. It just
What?
didn't. The acting was okay, but the only actress that really grabbed me as somebody who did that was the Sophia part. And I mean, and that was a big part because Oprah really is a good actress. I'm gonna give her that. But let me tell you something. When you're calling and I'm tired of y'all saying that it's based on a play, but I don't give a damn because you done brought it to the big screen. And again, you know people are gonna compare it to the movie. So I don't give two cents in a shake about the play. The thing is, what I'm trying to tell you all is whether it was based on the movie or the play, the acting was mediocre. I mean, except the Sophia part. The music was okay. So whether it was based on the musical or the movie or the book, the acting was just okay.
Mm.
It was just okay to me. And the only person who really stood out was Danielle playing Miss Sophia part. And it's really ironic that that's Oprah's part in the color purple. But Sophia happened to I believe Sophia. I believe she was in that jail. And I believe she was beaten. I mean, but she had a range of emotions from sad to happy. And when she was laughing and then went into that cry, I felt that. I didn't feel that with Fantasia. I didn't feel that with Fantasia. I didn't feel that with the Danny Glover, not the Danny Glover, but the Mr. part. Like I said, I felt Harpo was too cute. He was just too cute. I'm like, I don't like this Harpo. The other Harpo was Harpo, and it wasn't. It's something wrong. And the lady who played Squeak, when she said who this heifer? Ha ha ha. See, I didn't feel that. I didn't get none of that. And I know, and again, y'all, this is an adaptation. So whether it's coming from the play or whether it was coming from the musical, I didn't think the acting was strong. I think they thought the music was gonna carry this thing over with. And try that ending. That ending was just like, for real though, for real, for real. Y'all, when y'all see that ending, and how Sealy and Mister interacted. I'm like, I ain't buying it. It was just too. It was just too. Yeah.
Well, how
Mm-hmm.
long was it?
Shy about the same length as
Yeah,
the real movie.
cause color purple was like 3 hours. Seemed like.
Yeah. Hold on for a minute. Somebody said I like this Harpo. I didn't. He was just too cute. And it's like
Yeah, color
because I
purple.
don't like the singers. It should be. Yeah. So let me see. We got somebody coming up here. Oh, that girl. Come on, that girl. What's up, that girl?
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Hey.
Girl don't have no camera slips because we already done had one this Christmas. What's up?
I, I know. Merry Christmas to everybody. I wanted to ask you, did you see the play? I mean, did you read the book?
I didn't read the book, and I heard that the play was close to the book. But my thing is, even if I didn't, I think something was off with that acting, and it just didn't grab me. It did not grab me.
So not the storyline or anything, just the acting.
The acting, well, the storyline, well, some of the changes were okay, but the acting and it was a musical, and that I think that did too because I think they carried the musical, And I don't know. I just look at the actors and the actresses in The Color Purple, and I'm like, I'm looking at the movie, and even though it's the play, you're still dealing with some characters, and I just don't think the acting for me was strong enough. It was something missing. It was like it was not enough nutmeg in the sweet potato pie, not enough cinnamon mix. I don't know. I mean, the sweet potato pie was good, but
Mhm.
it was a missing element. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to see the stage play ever?
I, I didn't see the stage play. So
Okay.
tell me about it. Tell me what I'm missing, because maybe I'm missing
Well,
something.
no, I agree with some of what you're saying. I just got back myself from seeing it. I
I
didn't
mean,
like the ending.
did you see how they had Mister looking in the end and what he was wearing, and then it was like they was having a singing competition at the
See,
end.
I
I didn't
think
like
I
that.
think I think that you're the movie is what got you and what you're comparing it to, because the stage play was like that. And if I can recall the ending of the book, of the book, Celie and Mr. were on good terms, were on fair terms, let me say that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let me say this: the movie was probably better than the stage play and this musical that they get cut. Because that, let me say this, baby, Color Purple, folk be watching it. People was
Mhm.
quoting The Color Purple. They was quoting scenes from The Color Purple. So what I'm trying to say is that, baby, maybe the play, maybe they should have based it on the movie instead of the play. Because see, the movie, and I'm sorry, if I'm basing it on the movie, you know most people gonna base it on the movie. They don't give a shake about that play at the end of the day because they want it. And I'm telling you, it was just like, this ain't worth it. And I guarantee you more people have seen the movie than they've seen the play, because we know that movie is a
Oh
bigger,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. People, we gonna pay 11, maybe $14 to see a movie. Nobody ain't paying no 35, $75 to go to no Broadway to see that. No, a few people might, but and I believe in Broadway shows as well. But I didn't see The Color Purple. I mean, on yeah, for the play. And if you're telling me that the show was based on the play, then I'm probably didn't want to see the play. I'm just being
Yeah.
real.
And I would say the play was more based off of the book, because you if you noticed in the movie, they played up how Suge and Celie really were a thing. Did you pick that up?
Well, I noticed that because in the book, like I was talking to my partner and he was like, yeah, because the house was like where the lesbians hung out, but the husband was just there. She was married, but the lesbians were there. So, and of course that's an Alice Walker thing because she's a lesbian. So I get it.
Right.
But my thing is, the movie may have taken it to a whole new level, because I'm telling you, I enjoyed it when she looked out and saw Mr. walking away and knowing that, okay, he must have done this, because it was the
Hmm.
element of surprise,
Yeah.
for him trying to go make up with her and buying them pants, and it was okay. And again, the movie, Spielberg with Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah and Danny Glover, baby, maybe that was the hit. Maybe the and again, look at all of those Oscar nominations that they got. They didn't win it, and I think I know why. But the nominations spoke a lot to that play. I mean, to that movie.
Yeah.
Let me
Well,
tell you something. Let
you
me
were
tell you
talking
something.
about Danielle. Oprah that was her breakout role as well.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Danielle played the hell out that part, and if everybody had that Danielle energy, I think it would have been okay. Danielle was believable. Danielle was the person who I connected with in the most. I didn't even connect with Celie, but I connected with Celie in the movie. But I did not connect with Celie in this musical. I
Yeah.
mean, let me say this. Come on now, they gon' have David Allen Greer as the pastor. All I could think of was Reverend Lonnie Love. Reverend Lonnie Love and Martin.
Now, I love David Allen Greer. Everything David Allen Greer plays in, I am a David
I
Allen
ain't
Greer
said
fan.
I ain't love him, but
When
I
I
thought
saw him playing the
that
pastor, I did think about Reverend
Lonnie,
Lonnie
Leon Lonnie Love, baby. That's all I thought about. Leon Lonnie Love and Martin. But I'm gonna say this. Even the daddy, because I think Danny Glover wound up playing his dad, right?
No, that was Lou Gossett Jr.
Was that Lou? Was it? No, 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 no. That was Lou Gossett Jr. playing the daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. I know that the man who played the daddy originally is no longer with us. But baby,
Right.
nobody can play that daddy like that man. He said,
Yeah.
Mary Agnes, Mary Magdalene, who gives a damn? I wanted to hear that line. I didn't even get that line.
Yeah. Even when he told her she could probably clean out the caboose when she said she was leaving with Sugar, they didn't even
Okay,
add that role in
okay,
there.
they didn't
I
even
mean
have that.
that line in there. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. But let me say, see, so again, there were some things in that movie that is iconic. It's going to be in our minds for a long time. Louis Gossett, I always get him and Danny Glover. But and so it was okay. The juke joint scene. First of all, let me say the juke joint scene. In the
Hmm.
movie, I could appreciate the juke joint scene because people started leaving. Okay, they were leaving when she was getting ready to start with Oprah as Miss Sophia. The piano man said, "Okay, gotta go now." Okay, no, and then she slapped her, and then baby, when Oprah had slapped her into that into the water,
To that
but
whole, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that didn't happen. See, and I'm like, you can't be doing this. Okay, and don't get me wrong, the Dream Girls, the play and the movie, I love both of them. See,
Yeah,
Dream
now you
Girl,
know what? That was something me and my sister was talking about when Fantasia sung the song at the end. It was we both were like, it didn't
you
give
know,
us that
Fantasia
Jennifer
was like,
Hudson moment.
yeah,
It
it was
didn't give
like,
us that Jennifer Hudson and I am telling you moment at all. It
let me
didn't.
tell you
She
something.
sung, she sound well, but it did not
It
give
just
us
didn't
that feeling.
connect. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't connecting.
Yeah.
And so, like when Jennifer Hudson sang, I'm telling you, I felt that. It was hard for me. Let me tell you something. I like equally Jennifer Holiday and Jennifer Hudson on that. I liked it equally. I think the
Yeah.
weak part was Beyonce because Jennifer Hudson was bringing them vocals. Don't get me wrong, but Beyonce was the right person for that part. I felt for reasons, and I think Jamie Foxx did a good job. I think they really brought that up. I enjoyed that, so I can enjoy that play and I can enjoy that movie. I will look at both of them. Okay, it's almost like Kelly Price as we lay
Hmm.
and Shirley Murdoch. Now I likes Kelly Price because she brings it, but Lord knows I like Shirley Murdoch's a little bit better. It
Yeah.
wasn't even no comparison here to me. It wasn't, and all I'm gonna say is the breakout star to me was the Miss Sophia part by Danielle. Danielle was the breakout part. I felt her pain, but let me tell you something. At the beginning of that movie, I almost fell asleep. Almost fell asleep. I'm like, what they trying to?
You wasn't in the mood. You wasn't in the right mood then going.
No, cause they was at the store and the daddy and then she wound up having the baby and it was my baby and I heard it and everything, but I get it. And let me say this.
Because because
These
I
men,
there
these
people
men was too attractive. Okay, baby, them men over in the old color purple, they look like they would do something like this. Okay, them men look like they was old, bitter, and couldn't get no woman. So this is what they was doing. These men didn't look so bad. Okay, I'm like, you can't get no good woman, really? What? What's wrong with you? And this is what I'm saying.
mm,
That Harpo, he was too cute. That Harpo was too cute. He was like, this is a cute Harpo. I need silly, goofy Harpo. I mean, it was just, it's something about the casting. I don't know. Tyler Perry might have had something to do with a little bit of this. I don't know. It was just the casting for me.
Well, you know who the guy that played Harpo, the other movies that he's played in. You didn't recognize him?
Mm-mm. Who
He
was he?
played he played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton.
Okay. See, y'all, I'm just
And
trying.
he
I'm
played in a
just trying
couple
to
of
match it
movies.
up. I'm just trying to match it up, y'all. It was something missing. It was just something missing. It was a musical, and you're right. Yeah, I'm not trying to give y'all. I ain't trying to spoil it, but baby, that end to me, it seemed like. Now was that Holly Berry was the sister, the older sister coming back? She was Nettie older, right?
No, that was Sierra.
Oh, that was Sierra. Okay, where was Holly Berry?
That was Sierra. Halle Bailey played young Natty.
Oh, okay. I thought Holly
Not Halle
Berry.
Berry.
Girl, like what Holly Berry was in this? Okay. See, anyway,
Halle Bailey.
so she
Hmm.
was good. She was good. She was good.
Did you know that was her that played Squeak?
Who?
Her, the girl, her, the singer, her. That was her that played Squeak, Mary Agnes.
Okay, yeah, but see, I like Ray Dong Chong or whatever that lady name was who played the original Squeak because she was squeaky. Um, Baby, her wasn't giving me no Squeak. She was giving me very much Alicia Keys in the secret life of honeybees. Is everything
Oh
okay with
my
here?
goodness.
She was giving me strong lesbian. Okay, she was giving me Alicia Keys in the and the secret lives of honeybees. Okay, with Queen Latifah. Okay, it was nothing squeaking about that. Squeak looked like she played a little basketball before she got to Memphis with them. I'm just saying. It,
Oh
it,
my goodness.
it was just a
Okay.
little, it was, let me tell you something, but it looked like y'all I ain't gonna lie. At the end of it, it was almost like Fantasia and Sierra was about to have old nasty Kojic who can sing the best showdown. I can't deal with all of this. They just getting together and they doing all this singing. I'm like, And then when she started cheering, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just felt that Whoopi Goldberg act like she really lost some cheering and that she was really hurt by not having her cheering. And she was like, Natty. Okay, it was
Yeah,
like,
we didn't get that at
yeah,
all.
they
There was
got out
none
the
of that.
car and she started singing and Fantasia started singing. No, 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 no. When you done ain't seen your cheering for umpteen years, you ain't doing all that singing. No, no. What's up, all
Mhm.
me?
Hey, how you doing?
Girl,
Can you hear
I'm
me?
okay. But these are my opinions, and somebody might like it. Now, if y'all like it, I ain't mad at y'all. Because you know, it is really getting mixed reviews. Some people
I
love it,
I
some people hate it.
enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. I was told, nah, it's just too much singing. It was too much this. And then somebody said, I give it a strong okay. But when like me going there and I just sitting down and actually watching it for myself, I personally I enjoyed it. It did not give me the same feels that the movie gave me at all.
Okay.
But overall I enjoyed it.
Girl, that ending was just, I'm like, baby, it was like, okay, y'all knew everybody was going to do that at the end. Uh-uh. But it's a Broadway play, right? So they was giving us a Broadway play. And if they went on that play adaptation, and if this is what the play was given, then I ain't, Because see, now look, I ain't even go see The Lion King, but I heard it was good. But I ain't even go see The Lion King. Okay? I really didn't see The Lion King. But if Color Purple was giving me this on stage, because again, I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'm gonna let all be come on in. Y'all, I saw Superman, right? And they had Niagara Falls. And I'm like, ooh, look at this Niagara Falls. Child went to Niagara Falls personally, and I drove right on to Toronto, Canada. I'm like, what the hell? Because Superman got me all hyped up. See, I thought I was going to see something like Lois Lane on that Superman. And I'm like, let me go on to these Niagara Falls over here. So I said, well, maybe it's the U.S. side. Let me go on over to Canada. I went on over to Canada, and I kept on going and went right on to Toronto. I'm like, this Superman done hype this up. And don't get me wrong, the falls were impressive, but not like Superman. Okay, go ahead, Almi.
It's better on the Canadian side.
It was cleaner on the Canadian side because they had all them casinos on the American side. But
Ooh,
for
it is
real,
not
I
much.
was still not impressed, and I went right on to Toronto.
And
This
I'm
is
the
when you
same
didn't have to
way.
have no
I ain't getting on
passport. You
that
could
boat to
go in
go
with
to
a
the
driver's
kids.
license. Go ahead, on me. What you think? Did you see it yet?
Okay, yeah, I seen it. I seen it, and it gave me very much. Now, don't get me wrong, I did like it. There were some parts where I was like, I had to, take into my mind that this is a play that's been adapted to go on to, I guess, what they wanted to go onto the big screen. But it felt like very much a, don't kill me, y'all, but kind of Tyler Perry-ish black play that they put on the
Oh,
screen.
okay.
And I'm gonna say that because who wrote those songs that Fantasia was singing that
I don't know.
this is my hands, I got my hands, and I got my no, no ma'am.
Okay, she said,
But no, but that song, those all of those songs was in the Broadway play.
and this
See,
is
I
why
have
I'm
not
glad I
seen
didn't go see the
them.
play because I would have been
Even
pissed off.
before Fantasia came on, well, the original Broadway, it was Fantasia, and then it was Anika Noni Rose,
Yeah,
all of those songs are from that play.
it
All
still
of
didn't
they
make them
are.
Girl, I
good.
couldn't deal with it. I'm like, girl.
It
I'm
was
like
like I
you.
felt like
Girl,
the
I'm like
song
you.
was
I almost
something my
went to
little
sleep at the
child would
beginning
make
of
up.
it.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. So, when Natty and the kids came back, the guy that played the son, did you guys actually look at him? Because
Yeah, I kind of, but I didn't
he
recognize
really
him.
favored the original guy, the original character that played her son when they
No, he
came
didn't, 'cause
on.
he didn't sound like him. Because that man said, Mama Susie.
No,
I didn't hear none of that. See, I was
So
looking
what's
for like they
no,
was
he
really
had a
in
deep,
what
his
Africa.
was
voice
his
Honey,
was
they came up here
deeper.
with British accents and stuff. And I'm like, I can't deal with all of
Now
this.
I remember that original song when they came back. He was nice looking. This one was kind of short and stumpy. I don't know. I don't know.
That in the face, that guy, he really made me think about because I remember the mama, that whole part.
I
Yeah,
mean, give me a
Mama
little
And
Nina.
this guy's
Africa.
voice
Okay,
was a
they had
little
like the
soft.
British done, and they was, and then they spoke a little African. But baby, you know that boy was brazen African. He said, Mama. I'm like, okay. You from Nigeria? You from Ghana? You from Senegal? Where you? Cause you was like struggling. Okay, like they was gonna have to go to school and learn. Okay, they was gonna have to go to
Well, you remember
ESOL.
they were babies when they went over to Africa. Then they
That's
had
what
been
I'm
moving
saying.
around because of the revolutions and stuff. So I kind of, I'm thinking that y'all had American parents, but yet now you come back with an African accent. Okay,
Well, that can happen.
I know it
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
but
I
But
don't
they,
know,
they
but let
then
me
they
say this
started
though.
singing
dialect that's
English.
inside their home, you know.
But let me say, y'all, it's the passion. It's the passion. I don't know if Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg did something to them. I don't know. But I just felt the acting was just not there. And the only person who I felt that I connected with was the lady who played Miss Sophia, because she was giving me and you know what? She was not trying to mimic Oprah, but she had her own. You could tell that girl could fight. You could tell she fought in real life or something. But she played like she fought in real life
but
because
she
I
was
felt
good in
that.
Orange is the New Black as well. She was very good. She was like new to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she
Mm-hmm.
was real good in that part and there, and it was a kind of a feisty person part and all like that. So I knew that she would probably do good, and I knew that I was wanting a little more from Taraji. Now, what I did not, what kind of ate at me, I was like, why is Fantasia playing silly as if she was really a real special needs person, but versus being uneducated, like like kind of like being sheltered and be on and hunker down to not live to her potential. But it kind of felt like she was more, especially like the way she was talking and holding her mouth, and I'm like, what is going on here? And then the song choices, even though they were in the Broadway play, the song choices, oh my
It
god,
was
I
just
just did
like
not
it
like
was killing
those.
me.
I think that was really what was killing me for everything else. Like I could get into the storyline and all like that because we kind of like know the storyline, even though it kind of changed some. Um, I could get now. I always say at the end when she had that when Mister made her shave him, baby, that'd have been Mister's last day on earth.
And even
and
that,
Oh
even that,
man.
that changed too. Because let me tell you something, I loved it on Spielberg, the movie,
The
when they had the
music.
ritual and how Suge was running, honey. Suge was like,
Yeah.
"What, baby?" She just pulled up in the car and Mister still had shaving cream on his face.
Because she was looking
yeah,
for her and she said, y'all sing Sealy? She at home fixing the shave mister. It was like the way those kids stressed that she knew, oh my
yeah,
God, I gotta get to Sealy. She gonna kill him. Because
yeah,
and then the music in the movie that went along with that scene when they showed the rituals going on over in
I
Africa,
thought that was
and
yeah.
so deep.
it was, and Celie was building
It
up
kind
her
of
courage
it
because she
set
was
the
finna take
scene
them
and
out.
made it.
And let me tell you something. Even the fight scene when Scylla was leaving, baby, when I tell you Whoopi Goldberg played the hell out of that part. And Fantasia, again, when Scylla said, I didn't even ask for your hand in marriage, I mean, Scylla was going off.
Now I like that scene in this movie more than I, because in the play Celie was still kind of reserved, even though she let it out. But in this movie, like Fantasia let Mister have it, in my opinion, and she got
She
up
was like,
on
I
him with
didn't
that
even ask for
knife.
your fire ass hand in marriage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
but what happened when they was leaving? See, that wasn't impressive with me. Okay, and then
Yeah,
she put
she
her
didn't.
fingers up. I'm like, I don't feel no curves. And then
It wasn't
it
powerful
was
enough.
just,
She didn't look good.
it just didn't get it for me. I mean,
It's
because let me
like
tell you
Whoopi
something.
did that with her
Silly,
butt.
and can I say this? Fantasia was too pretty. When I tell you silly, when he said you're ugly, you're black, and silly, I believe silly. She said, I just believe it. I don't know. I don't know. It just,
Who played Silly as a child in this movie? I didn't recognize that person.
I
And I
don't
think
know.
she was new, but I thought she did good. The
I think
lady
it was
that
good.
played the mother, what's her name?
You talking
Yeah,
about the
know.
mom who was teaching Silly how to sew?
Yeah, what's her name? I didn't think of her name to save my life.
I can't,
But
but
she
let me say
played
this
Maddie
though. I
Mouse
thought that was
Clark.
good though. Now, let me say I learned a lot of how she learned how to sew because in the movie, we didn't get all of that. She just started making the pants. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now in the play or this adaptation, I learned
Right.
now that her mom did this and all of that. And when she went to go see Miss Sophia, she was going weekly, but we only saw her in the store with
Hmm.
Miss Sophia when she got
Yeah.
out, and the family was not there when she became a maid with Miss Millie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Miss Millie scenes, now you know those were good. Like I don't know them. Like in the movie, I was
Right. At
wanting them to
Christmas
put that
time.
in there, yes,
Hmm.
and all like that. They just
Hmm.
glossed
They
all over
cut
that.
that one out.
But
They
in the
glossed
book, in the book, Celie was going to see her every week.
Yeah. And I
She
think that was
was.
good. I think that was good. But I showed Miss that y'all don't know me no more. And then they was trying to help Miss Millie. And then Miss Millie
Drive. Yeah.
and the men had to come out. She had to come out because Miss Millie thought the black man was trying to do something. Let me say this. The movie, when you make a movie that iconic, you know that I don't care how many plays, you got to come up to that because I think that's the standard. And again, that was the standard. I mean, you ask these people, have you read the play or written? No, but people can tell you and they can quote all of them scenes from It's Gonna Rain on Your Head, and they didn't
yeah.
even show how bad the kids was when the kid hit Silly with a brick. Okay,
Oh
And then the
yeah.
fact that they made like okay, Hannah Harpo, Sophia and Harpo only had one child together, or maybe was it one or two? And then she went on with the Buster that left her high and dry, and had a couple more babies by him or something like that. And then Harpo ended up
Hmm.
taking care of all of them, but in the in the movie it was like all the kids were theirs because it's like after all the beatings coming new babies,
that's correct. I remember that. So let me say this, y'all. Go to the movie and see it. I heard about the mixed reviews before I went to go see the movie, but I wanted to see it for myself. I did not want to wait for Netflix or anything like that. and I wanted to see it for myself. I think I'm gonna say this: the movie theater was packed tonight. It was packed tonight. Now people had that color purple on. I'm like, I'm not into it just like that. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that. But the movie was packed and it was good. But y'all, let me say this: the first color purple that I went to, people clapped. That's how good it was. People clapped. I remember people clapping. Child, this when they was getting their popcorn and leaving. It was like, okay.
Really? Because
Oh,
they were
no, well,
clapping here.
they were clapping here too.
And
I'm
they
in a
were
smaller
clapping and
town
cheering
right
their
now,
on.
so
Not at
yeah. So
mine. My God,
and it was
they was.
packed. It was
Ooh,
packed, and
baby,
it was
it
not
was a
only
lot of
the black people there.
lesbiterians, honey. It was a lot of lesbiterians in that movie.
And you know what? That's the thing that they played up more in this because remember when that one came out, it was like the '80s, and it was the
Yeah,
height of the AIDS crisis, and
yeah, but baby,
so
they
they kind of
played it
like
up this time.
wanted,
I'm like, it's
yeah,
Taraji
they
and
played it up
Fantasia
this
dating because they's
back.
doing all of this kissing, and I'm like,
And
what is
that's
In,
this?
just
in,
what it is.
in the
You
book,
kind of in your mind
in
at
the
the first,
book,
you like,
they
wait
were
a
And I
really
heard in
minute,
the book that
into
it
it.
was very much so in the book. They said that mansion was used for them parties. That man was just a beard for Taraji because Suge Avery because that mansion, a lot of them lesbians would come and hang out.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna
oh,
tell you what though, it
But
was
I
a lot
think
of
in that time, it was a lot of that going on
well,
in that
yeah.
time because I think about Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Child, Ma Rainey and
That
Bessie Smith, both of them was lesbians.
yes.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's what they gave me, Bessie Smith. That's what they gave me teased between her and Celie. It kind of gave me that
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking, I
She
was
was
like,
in
who's gonna
love
be
with Suge.
She was. She saw that
She was in love
picture.
with her.
She saw that picture before Suge even came. She recommended what's his name? Harpo to get Suge to come sing at the juke joint.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
And
let
then
me say
the
what I
Mm-hmm.
watched,
I'm
y'all,
gonna
and it
try
was
to do
really
this right.
interesting too. I don't know if y'all watch CNN, but they did a whole documentary on Little Richard. Ooh my God. Ooh, that Little Richard
Yeah.
documentary was no joke. Oh my God.
Really?
It was I saw it last night, and let me say this. Little Richard really tussled with his sexuality,
Mhm.
and it was him. He was so brilliant, and I have learned in this industry, the entertainment industry, um, Little Richard. If it wasn't for Little Richard, there would be no Beatles like we know them, and Keith Richards and Mick Jagger. All of those
Elvis
people.
Presley either.
Yeah, all of those
Yes,
Elvis
yes,
Presley, all of those people actually looked up to him, but then they want to act like it was them at the end. And Little Richard was very hurt. He said, "I haven't won a Grammy, haven't won any all of this," and I felt so bad for him because let me say, he when you look at Little Richard, and people can say what they want, but when you look at Little Richard, you see Prince, you see Jimi Hendrix, you see Boy George, you see all of these bands with makeup. I mean, all of this stuff. I look at Sly and the Family Stone, all of them, and I'm like, that ain't nothing but a biting image of Little Richard. And I'm gonna tell you what, Bo Diddley and what's his name? Run, go, Johnny, go. Chuck Berry, they gave Little Richard
Mm-hmm.
his props when people didn't want to give him his props. But I really felt bad for him because that family dynamic was really, 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 really toxic, very toxic. But I let me tell you, this Christmas has been really interesting because I've been looking at a lot of biographies, and Little Richard was one. And I know people don't like Bill Cosby, but let me tell you something. Regardless of what he's done, Bill Cosby and the Cosby Show will never be duplicated. It can't be. It was awesome what they did, and I'm gonna say this. Bill Cosby I'm not excusing his behavior, but I think Woody Allen should have gone to jail just like Bill Cosby. And Woody Allen it's still, well, he was out and about doing his thing, and he had did some crap as well. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah. But y'all, let me say this: go see the movie. Go see The Color Purple. I think it's well worth it. Please do not say I ain't gonna go see it because Jay. No, this is my opinion on it. You may leave that movie theater inspired. I think it still gives the same message that, you know, women are powerful. I know a lot of people felt that, oh, it puts down black men and all of this stuff. I just think that this is coming from people's perspective and different perspective. And maybe if you were an abused woman, your thoughts on this may be a little different. If you were a sister who got your education and you weren't bound down to no man and stuff, maybe that may not be applicable to you. But I think everybody, this is why we have the arts, and everybody can make something and they can make a movie. I remember Whoopi Goldberg was getting very much criticized by the NAACP and Spike Lee and all of these people. And she was like, well, Spike Lee, why didn't you do it? Alice Walker's book was there all along. Why didn't you take it? So I think a lot of people was mad because Steven Spielberg actually directed it. But yeah. But I want y'all to go see it. And again, I think it was good. I just didn't think that it was, I wanted more. Like I always said, I was looking for Sunday morning service. It gave me Wednesday night Bible study.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, I was looking for Sunday morning service, and it just gave me Wednesday night Bible study. I mean, you still gonna get the word and stuff. You just ain't gonna get all the hooping and hollering and falling out. But somebody might say amen, and it might be a little good. Because let me say this again. Danielle, who played the part of Miss Sophia, was that part that jumped out at me. There was some touching moments in there, but during The Color Purple, you cried almost through the whole movie. I wasn't feeling that in my spirit with this movie, but you got to go and see for yourself. So, but again, what do y'all think? Am I wrong? No, I ain't trying to, but it ain't all about me, because somebody said they loved it. They thought it was awesome. And I just didn't feel that in my spirit. I thought it was good, but I ain't think it was awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I wouldn't say awesome. I enjoyed it.
I liked it. I was, like I said, I went there because I had heard of some of the things, thinking, okay, this is not gonna be like the original movie. So, like I said, there was some things that was kind of like, y'all could lift that out, or y'all need to work on it. But like I said, overall, seeing some of the people that I've seen in the cast and all like that, it kind of made it for me, and so I was like, okay, yeah, so I liked it. And then one of my classmates, her daughter is in it. She's in an unnamed part, but they're back to working. Black actors, they need their money. Like, stop lowballing them.
Yeah, that's one reason why I want to go see it.
Yeah, and that's the reason, and that was another reason I went to go see it, and some girlfriends wanted to go see it. But the movie theater was packed. It was a very mixed crowd, and everybody seemed like they was liking it. People were clapping, and some on some parts, some people was like, yeah, people talking to the, as black folks do. They was talking to the screen out loud in the packed movie theater, okay? So, it wasn't just, people was kind of interacting with each other and stuff like that. And then it's Christmas Day. We got in a good mood for right now, so,
Yeah, I didn't get that out my movie theater. I guess in San Antonio, the people was a little bit more reserved. It was a lot of Lesbiterians there, though. I'm telling you, it was a lot of Lesbiterians. I was like, Jesus, it was a lot, baby. They was anticipating this movie. Woo! Okay, they was there. Okay, it looked like the whole WNBA team in San Antonio and the track and field was there. Baby, when I tell you it was Lesbiterian up in that movie theater. But it was a lot of families, a lot of stuff there. Y'all, it was good. But it was not a Uno deep dish pizza. It was not a hot and ready. It was almost a little Domino-ish, Papa John's pizza. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You can eat it, but it ain't one of them specialty pizzas, but it wasn't no hot and ready. Now, them Tyler Perry movies is hot and ready. them hot and ready's, okay? $5 hot and ready pizza.
Oh no, some
So
movies he is for me, some of them. Now he got a couple of them that was hot and ready back in the day, but
let me tell you something. The best Tyler Perry movie I've ever seen was The Family That Prays. When he had what's her name? That lady Kathy Bates. Yes, I like that. Now that made a little sense to me. Because some of Tyler Perry movies don't be like making sense to me. Like I went to go see Boo 1 and 2. I don't believe I went to go see Boo 1 and 2. You know, I went to the matinee where you pay about $5-7. Baby, if I would have paid $14-20 for that movie, I would have been pissed off.
I got every streaming service imaginable. If it ain't coming, like I ain't went to the movies in so long, honey. I went there. I was kind of like, whoa, they got the good seats. Okay, like yeah, that was me today. But if it don't come on a streaming service, I'm sure I ain't finna read.
Well, you know, like I said, because you know Tyler Perry, so half of his movies was saved by Madea. If it weren't for Madea, nobody would go to the theater. So, but I just think that the only Madea movie that I liked that was not it was a non-Madea movie was The Family That Prays. And the only Madea, I did like the Madea movie with what's the one with the lady? She said, Negroes. When they was watching Older May Bride. Oh, that was funny. Now that one was funny.
I like his plays. You know, when he put his plays on tape and everybody back when they were still watching VHS tapes. Yeah,
because the plays was funny too. I'm gonna give y'all that. But let me tell you something. Tyler Perry screen movies ain't funny to me, and I'm like, So again, when I was watching this movie, it was just a little different, y'all. Go see it. I enjoyed it, but you know, I would say go see it. You know, see it for yourself. I recommend you go look at it. I thought it was a good movie, but let me say this. I will watch The Color Purple over and over and over again. I never get tired of watching it. I don't feel the same with this movie. I'm just saying. I ain't watching it over and over again.
It is very much a musical. Very much a musical.
It's a musical, baby. It's a musical. Let me tell you something. The only musical that I can get into was The Wiz. Okay, see, I ain't getting that kind of musical. I don't know, but The Wiz, see, it's certain musicals for Black people that do it for me, and The Wiz was one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, don't give me no bad news and You Got to Be Dead in Red. That made sense to me. You know. Someone was in my side seat. Yeah, baby. I never seen a full Tyler Perry movie. I tried to watch Why Did I Get Married? But he made Jill Scott out to be too fat to fly on the plane. I was good. Child, that one right there, I couldn't do it either. You know.
Where did you see the Little Richard documentary at?
It was on CNN. CNN did a whole thing on Black sitcoms and Black TV. So Little Richard came on and it was on CNN. When I tell you that Little Richard documentary, it was it talked about his upbringing. It talked about how they got started, how these people really, all Little Richard wanted to do was sing. And again, people who had no talent but had talent to rip people out their money, that's what they did. In Hollywood, they are looking out for themselves. They are not looking out for you. And so Little Richard was just doing the thing to take care of his mom. He was so generous, you all. And let me say this, that was really interesting. I had a friend who worked at a hotel in Orlando, and Little Richard was performing there. And he said he's a nice man, but he's a lonely man. He's a very lonely man. And Little Richard really expressed that he was really lonely. And it's sad. It's sad, but he did everything for everybody else. He knew who he was, but that religious piece of it, being a Seventh-day Adventist too, he went to Oakwood College, Oakwood University now, and he talked about that. But he really wanted to do the thing for God, but he had to pay that mortgage. And guess what? He went right back out. And it seemed like the second time he went out, the more flamboyant he got. That's when he started getting the wigs and all of the stuff. And then he started doing drugs. And then he came back. And then y'all got to see it. That Little Richard documentary was something else. And he really made Keith Richards feel bad because was it Mick Jagger or Keith Richards? It might have been, it was one or the other. He said, but you slept on my floor. He said, when I was coming, you was coming up trying to make it, you slept on the floor, da da da. He act like he didn't want to acknowledge that, but Little Richard helped a lot of these people get to where they are.
They stole from him like his like I think Liberace also kind of stole his flamboyancy performance from him as well. I mean, they did he had the candelabra and he did like Class One Play.
Well, let me say this. I think Little Richard gave Liberace his props though. He said they called me the Black Liberace. Shut up. You know how he is. Woo, shut up. The Beatles took that. They took that from him.
But none but a knockoff of Little Richard. That's all he was a knockoff. Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis. Elvis admitted that Little Richard said, he said Pat Boone would try to cover his song and he just laughed because Pat Boone couldn't do it. Then they talked about the Tutti Frutti, how it was nasty. Oh, and that was so funny because the lady who rewrote it, she said that it was nasty. Little Richard said, what you talking about nasty? She was nasty. Little Richard had me rolling because, he would read, baby. He would read.
I'm trying to find it. Was Billy Porter in that documentary?
Yes, he was, honey. Oh my God, yes, he was. He had his hat up. Yeah, it was good.
I just found the trailer. I'm gonna find the whole thing now.
It was good. Let me say.
Thank you so much for letting me come up. I'm gonna get down.
Well, I'm good, y'all. Y'all, please go see the movie.
I saw it. I and again, I enjoyed it. But thanks for letting me come up, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I'm going to Pastor.
Okay, y'all look. It's a good movie. Like I said, I just had those issues with it. I know that the play and the movie and the book, but I think the movie with Whoopi Goldberg as Celie, the actors and actresses, I just think that they were so in tune. They were so realistic. And I think it was an innovative movie. And then when you come up, you gotta come with it, and I think this is where a lot of entertainers go wrong. Like, I love Jill Scott. But I've said this many times. Jill Scott's first album that I was privy to, and that was Let's Take a Long Walk and do and you love me, you're special and getting in the way I'm feeling, and give it to me. So I'm listening to all of Jill Scott's songs and all of them are hits. Is it the way you love me, baby? Okay, Jill Scott was phenomenal. But baby, when you have an album like that, you got to come up with something even better. And that's what I felt with this movie. Yeah, the original was Tutti Frutti Good Booty, and it was too little racy for that time, so they had to tamp it down. But y'all, I love some Jill Scott, but Jill Scott's first album, none of her albums will touch that first album. The only person who I've known to do really good stuff and was consistent, and that was really Erykah Badu. Erykah kept some consistent stuff for the most part, but Jill Scott's first album was everything. But when you do a good album like that, baby, you gotta come back with something even better. And I think that's the pressure of these artists, because when you have good stuff like that, people want to continue to have good stuff like that. And this is why I believe now, even in the gospel field, that you'll get one or two songs that's worth listening to and the other ones will be trash. Because when you don't have, I mean, when you start from the bottom, all you got to do is keep on working it up until you get some more stuff. So I think this is why we have a lot of mediocre albums, because they know that, hey, after your first album, if it's that good and if you ain't coming back with something better, you may not be viable anymore. That's my thoughts. So, but y'all go see The Color Purple. Tell me what y'all think. I saw it tonight, and it was a good movie. I just don't think that it will hold a candle to the first one. And if this is how the play was written, then the movie to me trumps the play. The book is great, but I think again the movie is what people have really focused on and they've seen. And so yeah. So what do y'all think before I leave on out? What y'all think? Anybody have any thoughts before I leave on out? Well, look, Merry Christmas. Notice I'm not talking about Kwani and her camera slip. We were talking about The Color Purple, not The Color Blonde. I'm sure Kwani will have a lot to say. And it is Christmas, y'all. And Kwani ain't the first one that had a slip. Child, she won't be the last one. Um, yeah, see it for yourself. See it for yourself. Everybody's gonna come away with something different. I think that's the beauty of this movie. Everybody's gonna come away with something different. So see it. Have you seen the Simone Biles Child on Me, Baby? I talked about that Simone Biles thing. I was very not happy with Simone Biles. Now, I hope she ain't coming up with something to defending that man. I had a problem with the Simone Biles thing because, first of all, he wasn't even interested in Simone Biles until he found out what Simone Biles did. And then he's trying to talk about he to catch. No, Simone Biles to catch. Simone Biles have things named after her. I mean, Simone Biles is GOAT. She is the greatest of all times in gymnastics. You are not the greatest of all time in football. She's the greatest of all time in her genre. And for you to say that, and it just, I don't know, it bothered me to see this man. He act like she was thirsty. And I have a problem. You're not, this is your wife. You try to put your wife in a good light. You made the world's famous gymnast look like she thirsty. Child, Simone, don't do that. Don't do that. Simone, let me say this. Simone, that man embarrassed you. And whether you realize it or not, that man embarrassed you. He said that he wasn't even interested in you until he found out who you were. So that says a lot about him right there. And then for him to say that he is the catch, no, Simone, no, girl, no, sis, don't be attacking people. These people feel some kind of way about you, and they don't appreciate how your husband is downgrading you like you ain't nothing. I mean, I just felt it was terrible. And his name is Jonathan Owens. Jonathan Owens. I mean, the only reason why I know that I had to look him up. I know who Simone is. I don't have to look her up. I know who she is. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it was tacky, and it even took the interviewer by surprise. The interviewer was even surprised about what he was saying. The interview was like, "What?" And Simone sitting up there laughing and giggling and kikiing. I'm like, "No, ma'am, that ain't funny. That man just told you he was the catch, and then he's telling everybody that he wasn't even interested in you until he found out who you were." He said he went into that gymnast stuff, and I mean, really though, ooh, it just burnt me up. I was just done. No, no. Let me say this. You know, you should be trying to make your wife look good, and she should make you look good, and you shouldn't be trying to no, no, no. That's almost worse than Beyonce mama talking about that man. And that man said, "You said what?" Oh, okay. Child. I just think it's sad. Here she is, decorated. He ain't no catch. He sounded illiterate, to be honest. No, he knows she's the catch. And the bottom line is he found out who she was. Right there should have been a sign. But anyway. hmm You don't put your wife out there like that. You lift your wife up. You know, I'm very proud of her, and she does this and this and this, and I mean, yeah, you don't, no, no, no. He made her sound like a whole thirst trap. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. It was real. Go see The Color Purple. Come back with your opinion. Please let me know what you felt. Whether you agree with me or not, it doesn't matter. Say, Jay, you were wrong. I love this movie. Or Jay, you were right. Or Jay, I can see what you're saying. So, yeah. Well, pass me not. Everybody has their thoughts on it rather. I just think that you don't put your wife in that type of situation. I mean, you don't do that. Don't do that. And it seems like and then yeah, it's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, look, y'all. Merry Christmas to you all. Be safe out there. If you are off until the new year, enjoy your time. He wasn't joking. That joker was serious. That joker was serious. Stir the pot. You know, again, this is playing into that mister. That silly, okay, that silly mentality. You're trying to downplay. Silly had talents, baby. Silly got that house together, kept that place clean, cooked that food. Silly did all of this stuff, knew how to sew, yet you trying to downgrade Silly, and Silly really kept it together. And I ain't calling Simone Biles silly, but my thing is, why you trying to downgrade this woman? And I'm gonna be honest. Most black women, not all, but most black women really just try to hold up the black man. really try to hold up the black men, even in the church arena. Most of these men know that if it weren't for women, some of these churches and denominations wouldn't even be here today. Let's go to that Church of God in Christ. If it wasn't for them Church of God in Christ women, half of the churches would be closed. And then these women, for the most part, who had to take on the church as missionaries would have to let an incompetent man come in and run the church, and they just sat by idly until they got somebody who was worthwhile holding the church together. So women have always stood by the church. They've stood by people in education. I mean, black women have stood by black men. Not all, but a lot of them have, only to see them when they get successful until a point in life where they drop them, and the next thing you know, it ain't a black woman no more. And I'm not saying that this is all black women, because some black women may not do this, but the ones I know, y'all, I've known black women to stand by their man when that man didn't have nothing. I put that man through school, and the next thing you know, they gone with Jenny and Becky them. Not all, but I've seen it happen. I've seen black women hold it down. I've seen black women hold black men down in the corporate world, and child, I done seen it all. And I think we just, when I see a man do an accomplished person like Simone Biles like that, I'm like, man, stop. You either passing the ball, running with a ball, or blocking. That's it. You know, you don't get named something for doing a difficult task and doing twirls and turning. You're not on a beam that's the size of your leg and staying balanced on it. You're not getting on those balance beams and doing those vaults and floor shows and exercises. I mean, that woman has done it all. And then you want to downplay her like she ain't nothing and think it's cute. I don't appreciate that. And if Simone won't say it, I'm gonna say it. And I know you love that man because that's your husband and stuff, but you just don't let that man sit there and downplay your accomplishments. If you would have said, oh, he just a stupid jock, and the only thing he can do is this, and he barely passes SAT to get on the team, so you'll be pissed off about that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be pissed off about that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care if you light skin, dark skin, hold up these people. We should be holding up each other, not tearing each other down. Somebody asked me about mine. I'm gonna say exactly how I feel. I'm not gonna be with somebody who if you really don't feel that way about the person, then let me say this. Denise Williams' song, Let's Hear It for the Boys. See what I'm saying? He may not be rich, but he loves me, loves me, loves me. Maybe he sing off key, but that's all right with me because what he does so well, make me want to yell. See, I'm about that Denise Williams. See, even in the song, that woman saying, my mediocre man, he may not be that much to you, but to me, he everything. Okay? She said he may not be an instant Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Oh, 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 oh. Let's hear it for the boys. See, even Denise Williams holding the people down. She holding mediocre men down. Okay? I'm just sorry, y'all. We just got to do better by each other. We just got to do better by each other. We got to do better by each other. And I mean, come on. Y'all go listen to it. Let's hear it for the boys. Honey, Denise said, baby, he mediocre, but I love him. Okay? I love him. And here you got somebody, you know, he could have said, you know, we didn't hit it off at first, but as I got to know her, I mean, I just realized how wonderful she is, not only as a gymnast, but as a person. I mean, you know, you didn't have to go to details about all of that, but as a person, and held your woman down. And you could have said, we both really did well. But you know, that joker don't want to be downplayed. Pound per pound, Simone Biles have done more than what that joker has ever done. Yeah, stir the pot. It was a mess. And the interviewer was surprised, y'all. He was surprised. But Simone, girl, don't be fighting these people. I know that's your husband, Simone, but your husband should have been he should have been defending you like you defending him. Okay? On camera, making you look a whole fool. And the only reason why people are coming after him because they like you. And they don't appreciate him trying to diminish your accomplishments and who you are to lift himself up. And that's what people don't like. And you sit up there fighting the foe. But really, Simone, you need to take a step back and say, what did this man really say about me? So anyway, y'all, I'm closing on that. But Simone, you fighting the wrong battle, sis. But that's your husband. And if you like it, we love it, baby. But I'm gonna tell you what, this ain't gonna be the first, and it ain't gonna be the last time he embarrass you. He gonna do it again. And it's gonna get to the point where you gonna realize that this ain't where it's at. You'll get to that point. And again, y'all, this is why you can't tell folk nothing, because honey, folk will cuss you out and everything that people got to learn on their own. Well, look, y'all, I'm out. Y'all have a good Christmas, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace and love.